Blessings, blessings, blessings. Welcome to another video. This is Lady B. Right now, I have a few things I got talk about, and I just call it a evening. I wanted to come live early because you don't know say a work time, so I just want to put in the work quick and fast, and then go deal with some other stuff. So right now, as you see on the screen, as a matter of fact, before me do this, let me go ahead and share this out. Let's share this out. Let me YouTube there. So what's going on? I know a lot of people are getting ready for back to school. Yes, and some people are already in school. So I'm just saying, just keep preparing and all of that, so that the year can be a success. All right, I'm just checking to make sure I'm live. All right, so right now we want to know say last week there was a big tragedy where where persons got caught up and some lost their lives, right? But no, this is a second tragedy where Christopher Martin, who's a singer slash reggae artist or whatever you want to call it. Yes, I didn't even know that his grandmother had passed, and I didn't know his grandmother had passed. So they were having the wake or the setup, as we would call it, and some people get SHOT. So it is such a sad thing. Reggae artist Christopher Martin has spoken out against the deadly violence that marred his grandmother's wake in Point Hill, St. Catherine on Wednesday morning, leaving one man dead, several others injured. In a statement posting on his Instagram account on Wednesday, that's today, and I'm gonna go over to the account and kind of look on some of the responses. He expressed his devastation at the senseless incident. And since I'm gonna get to the statement, I'll go back on the statement. Martin also condemned all forms of violence and extended his sympathies to the families who have been affected. And it is very sad, and especially now that, the other day they said crime had gone down. And also, what had happened, was that the US had updated the travel advisory. Yeah, they had updated the travel advisory regarding travel to Jamaica because it was, I think, it went one level down. I don't remember specifically if it was a level 4 and went to level 3, or if it was a level 3 and went to, I think it was a level 3 and went to a level 2, right? And because of that, they had that was good. So, and what the minister of tourism, anyway, one of them was saying that they were trying to do their best to make it go down to a level 1. But boy, with them back to back incident here, me no know. Oh, what that? I heard something. I thought it was it probably is outside. Yes, so with these back to back incidents, I don't know. I'm just hoping that, things can get back to back where we don't have so many of these incidents, right? So let us get to Christopher Martin Instagram page, where I read what he said. and then I will go ahead and check out some of the comments. So it said, my heart is heavy this morning as I reflect on the tragic events that occurred last night at my beloved grandma's wake. And me tell her say she must turn in her, well, she not buried yet, so me can't say turn in her grave. You understand? But anyway, she was a woman of deep faith and endless sacrifice. Someone who taught me the true meaning of love and community. It is devastating to see violence cast a shadow over what should have been a moment of peace and remembrance. You know, I condemn, and this is what Christopher Martin said. You know, he is basically saying that he does not agree with these things. He condemns any form of violence, and he extends his sympathy to all those persons who have been affected by this senseless act. It sounds like the Prime Minister always says senseless act. He said, Christopher, he said he prayed for those involved to come forward for our community to support the authorities in bringing justice. So basically, it has said if you know something, you can say something. Jamaica must do better. Life is too precious to be consumed by violence. Yes, and a lot of entertainers went ahead and you know, put their comments in it, and you know, it's very sad. It's very, very sad. So make we get to some of the comments. Christopher, no, Johnny, right? Christopher Johnny Daly said, this hurts on so many levels. Sending positive energy to my bro. We really need an intervention in Jamaica. The violence is just too much. And I saw where the Minister of Education, that's Fayval Williams, and that's something I'm going to talk about, where she said more things must be done for violence in schools. So I don't know what they're going to have in place for that, because as you know, the school year is coming up. Kids have been home for 2 months, and you know, a lot of times when they're home, I mean, not beat no parents, but my parents too. But you know, the home sometimes not no structure, because you know, they can get up, do whatever they want, do in terms of, you know, there's not a set or specific thing or process, apart from persons who probably go VBS 1 week in the month, in the summer. So in order to get the kids back where they're gonna have to be structured, follow procedures, follow all kind of different rules and regulation, it's gonna take them a little time to adapt. And this is where the parents come in, where they need to do their part. So right now, even though it's just August 21st, probably the last week before school open, just kind of get the kids on track, you know, just kind of get them on track, like, you know, in terms of following instruction and you know, waking up or getting enough sleep. And this is one thing where some research shows that a child, I think, is between I think is, if I'm not lying, probably between 0 and 16 years old, they need at least 10 hours of sleep, because sleep deprivation can cause a lot of different attitudes and, you know, negative behaviors, and not just for kids but adults too. But you know, we just have to talk about the kids part. All right, so I'm gonna get to that article or at some point to see what Fayval Williams have in place for that. Kabaka Pyramid, him say, Jano brother, we need healing. Lisa Anna said, this is so sad. Natel Music said, my bro, condolences and many prayers and blessings to you and your family. And I don't know if you guys know, but Natel Music, can just say Natel and Christopher, they both were together on Rising Star years ago. I think it was when they enter Rising Star, but they both enter Rising Star the same time, right? When Christopher Martin won a Rising Star, got his what you call it, his winnings and his contract, and then he took it to another level. Me no remember how much Natel did come if I did second or third, but it was about five people in that who made the top five, and those persons were, let me see if I can remember them: Natel Music, this girl named Suzanne, Christopher Martin, this man named Brushy One String, and this other guy named, oh God, me forget his name. He's light skinned. And the reason why I know is because in those times I used to begin in the Jamaica 4-H club and over 4-H clubs. And I remember one time we had our fish fry and jerk fest, and we had invited them down to be, because at that time they were still promoting themselves. So they would, they hadn't won yet. They were in the top five. So they would go to different places and perform, right? Not for free. So that's how I know so much about those things. So in those times, I think it was 2005. If I know 2005 or 2006. Somebody can correct me when if me wrong. I can search to see when Christopher Martin did win Rising Star, because it was back in those days. Right now me a couple picture with when me did take with them. Anyway, let's not take away from the whole point. So Ramesh Entertainment also said, keep strong, bro. Keep rich. You put up prayer on. Some other regular people put some comments on the page, even me too. DJ Major said, prayer and strength basically means I pray for him. So DJ Mario said we're here for you. And quite a lot of people pour out their support for Christopher Martin. You know? A lot of people pour out their support and their condolences for those persons. I think they say one person passed. So me I go play one liquor audio, and and then we hear what this lady did say when the incident happened. Hold on there. Barrage a shot. And alright, hold on there. Sit down. So this lady said she was probably cooking or in the area where they were cooking, and then she hear the can them are gone, and she was very concerned. And even though you can't hear the trembling in her voice, like she's still nervous, and me I gonna make you hear somewhere what she say. The others cooking, and me gonna hear whole heap of barrage a shot. And then we get up and we look down to where the board was. We see everybody running to where I was. And it was just chaos. Right now, like me, I walk. Can you imagine you at a wake, and when you're there at the wake, you just hear all them things that are going? That is so traumatic. You understand? It is so traumatic and it is so sad. And this is what she's gonna say, and that's how you know that this is traumatic, especially for this person. But nowadays, my first reaction, I left from around the back because I heard my sister here. She was screaming and calling for her children and asked where her children was, and so that is it, because the first thing as a parent, once you hear something unsafe or some danger, the first thing you go come to your mind is my child or my kid safe? So that's basically what the lady said. Once she hear the lady calling out to make sure our children are safe, and my God, man, that is it is really, really sad. And I just hope that they can find out, what the situation was or what took place. And basically, I think they're saying it's there was an article, was a report about the reason for that for that shooting. So I guess I'll get to it when I find it. So I just want to say condolences to those persons involved, condolences to them, and I just kind of hope that, oh boy, I'm telling you, especially, I don't know what to say. It's just sad, you know. It's just sad. I just kind of hope that things will probably get back to normal where they don't have to change, where the U.S. government don't have to change the advisory, because right now the advisory is at a level 2, and that's kind of, I think that's not so bad in comparison to it being a level 3. You know. Wow. So we're gonna move on to, as we do a video last night about JPS, and we did play the Vybz Kartel video, but me not gonna play it tonight. But this only leads to show that a long time people are problem with them like Baylor. So basically, what is happening is that Darrell Vaz, who is the Minister of Energy, he is saying that yesterday I did a video about the persons who were concerned about their electricity bill being too high. So Darrell Vaz, let me just give you a synopsis. Basically was saying that the OUR are pretty much not doing what they're supposed to do in terms of protecting the Jamaican citizens. OUR, Office of Utilities Regulation, said they're not doing their job. And basically, he's saying that the OUR does not report to him, the Minister of Energy, right? The OUR report to the Cabinet Office. And I think he said that the OUR has a new director, but I'm going to let you hear what he said. And, you can tell me what you think about that and see if you think there's going to be some resolution. Because basically, while I'm reading these, while I look back on these articles, they're pretty much, what I get from it was that there's going to be an audit in the JPS bill, the special increase. Because basically what Darrell Vaz was saying was that one of the reasons why the bill increased, based on what the JPS said, was they switched from one type of energy to another type of energy. And the energy that they switched to, I think that's called ADO, they say it's 2 times as expensive as the previous energy. And they had to do that because of the Hurricane Beryl. And it never made no sense because so much people didn't really have energy anyway. But what Darrell Vaz was also saying, basically was saying that doesn't make much sense because the JPS had requested a grant and they got $350 million. And that should have helped to cushion the amount of money that it would have been increased to, right? The bills would have been increased to. However, that $350 million should help to cushion the bill. So the Jamaicans shouldn't see more than 6% increase. But a lot of people see 100% increase, 80% increase, and it's not a good look. So basically, they're planning to do an audit on the JPS and to see what is gonna be the outcome. So, why me no know? Me no know. It's like, I don't know why. Why on God's earth did they go ahead and you have to say sell JPS? Because if the Jamaican government only have 20%, they really not no talk. It's like an insurance where you pay 80% and the insurance pay 20%. So you pay more. No, I lie. The insurance pay 80% and you pay 20%, like 80-20. So Jamaica only had 20% in the shares, while the JPS have 80%. So the government not really how much talk. So I guess that's why these things are happening, Why they couldn't go in 50-50? Me no know. Anyway, let's listen to what Darrell Vaz has to say about this situation.
A disaster in protect.
So he's saying that the OUR, because we missed off the first part, they're doing a really bad job What I get from it is that they're doing a really bad job in protecting the Jamaican consumers.
The customers of the JPS in this very saga. Their statements are very clear that after the recovery and the restoration is when they will do their deep dive and come up with whether or not there is need for regulatory change, legislative change, or any sanctions that will be imposed on JPS. That alone tells the whole story. So who is protecting the people?
So basically, he's saying that the OUR that should have been protecting the people are not doing a good job. Allegedly. I don't know if me even say allegedly, but based on the evidence provided and the data that he has and the fact that the bills are increased by 100%, even though people did not have electricity, it is obvious that it seems like the OUR are not protecting the consumers. All right?
No bite. I only have bark. And I've been barking, I've been writing, and the fact of the matter is that nothing has changed. And
so he basically saying he's doing everything he can. And I really see him saying a lot, especially when it was time for us to get electricity and we weren't getting it. He was really, advocating for the people. So he's saying that he can talk from now till next year. It's like it's falling on deaf ears. And let us hear why he said he has only bark and no bite.
The reason for that is because the OUR reports to the Cabinet Office. It doesn't report to the minister or the ministry or the Prime Minister. It reports to the Cabinet Office.
Wow, is that right?
There's a firewall between the ministry, the government, and the OUR and JPS. The opportunity now to review what has taken place in relation to these bills that have been sent out and to make a conscious decision as to how we go forward. And I've indicated that to him that in no uncertain terms. He can either continue.
So he's talking about the new director. So, he's saying that he has spoken to him about the bills to see what they can come up with. And he can either continue with the old JPS where they have now, and can probably do some changes.
With the old JPS, or we can come in and revolutionize the JPS and how they think and how they treat their customer.
All right, so that's basically what Darrell Vaz is saying. And I think and this is my opinion, I think he's trying to do the best he can to be an advocate for the Jamaican people. However, as he said, there is a firewall between the JPS, the OUR, the cabinet, and somebody else. And because of that, he cannot get through to them. But, as far as I understand, that they will do an audit. Me say audit. He will do. I must say orbit. Me want to say they do an audit to see what basically caused that big increase, especially with the fact that he said that they have received not necessarily him, but it's in the media that they have received 350 million, and that 350 million should help to reduce the burden of the Jamaican people. Therefore, the increase in electricity bill should be only about 6% instead of 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. So, that's basically what I have on that part. So, I know right now, just know there's an issue with JPS. A long time. But, not but. Moving on. I want to say, and I'm going to say this, and not because I saw it in the news, because a lot of times let me find it first. a lot of times we people don't dwell on some of the good news, but as a educator, as a teacher for what 28 years, I'm gonna start my 29th years. I know it's not easy when kids put out their all, and a lot of times kids go under a lot of pressure as well. So I see that the CXC results are out, and a lot of kids have done very well. And it was yesterday. I it was I think I probably mentioned it on my live, but it was yesterday I saw where Andrew Olness had posted a photo of Rossi's high school on his page. And he was, let me see if I can find it. He was talking about the CXC results, the examination results. So that is a good look. So a lot of people have received. It's right here. Say congratulations to all our students who sat the CXC examination this year. So he said your hard work and dedication have brought you this moment, and I'm incredibly proud of you. Keep pushing forward, dream big, and strive for excellence. And I was very happy because I know, and it's not very often you see the prime minister post something about the country era them, It's not very often you see prime minister say, me go down a Hanover bottom and me shouldn't say bottom. But me go Hanover and see what's going on. So that's one of the pictures that I saw on his page, and it said congratulations to this year's cohort of CXC students. Right, students, a new exciting chapter now begins for you. I am confident that you will do your very best. Right, so that's a very, very good look, and I am happy for those students because after going to school for so many years and then studying so hard and doing those exams, it's really a relief when you get the results and you say you pass all your courses. So getting on to that, I saw where Vybz Kartel and Shawn posted the results for their daughters, and that's very good. Let me see if I can find it. How this RT boss have panny face? Me rated. Me rock steady nightclub. Shawn Storm. All right, so here, let me see. I can't find it. Me probably can't go find it. I probably can't. Oh yeah. Okay. So here, wait there. Me not see it. Oh, see it here. Mirror. Every time I click on it, me not see it. Anyway, they had posted. Let me see. I can't find it. Where the bongo jungle they go on a John shop? Me not understand this. Me not catch it pre. Why pre? What go on so? Okay, so anyway, we want to say congratulations. And basically, based on what I see, they have been successful in all the areas. I'm not sure how they do the CXC now, but I think 1, 2, and 3, with 1 being the highest. I think so. 1 being the highest, then 2, and then 3. I think if you get a 4 or a 5, you don't pass it. I think 1 is probably distinction or something like that, and so you have 1, 2, and 3. For those areas, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 for passes. I think I said 1 is the extinction. Then you have 2 and 3. I don't think 4 and 5 you pass. Me not remember, but I think that the highest pass is when you get the number 1. All right. So we want to say congratulations to the kids or the students. I don't know what if you say the students or the kids, because you can't say kids again because them probably a teenager or something like that. So you can probably say students or the children. So I want to say congratulations to them. And then, the hard work has paid off. And I saw, me no know how me can't find it. Me no know me can't find them. I was looking at them a while ago. Oh my God. You can never find stuff when you need it. Fireman, family, friends in disbelief after stabbing death. Mirati, that's much of them people things are gone. Oh gosh. Why is this recording? Yes, so I wanna say congratulations to Shawn's daughter and Vybz Kartel daughter. And guess what? A friend of mine, me can't call her name. And me can't call their name and me can't tell who they're related to. She had sent me the results for her grandson. And I want to say congratulations. I don't know if she go watch a video here, but me not call her name. I also want to say congratulations to him. And me I tell her say, a beer, a pure distinction, he brother get. Me rated. Pitney can bright so. A pure distinction him get. All right. So these are the subjects he did. No, a woman not call her name, but I'm just saying, look, we Jamaicans are very, very smart. Very smart. And if you listen, and this is what I always say, as a Jamaican, if you can let your kid get their secondary education in Jamaica, it's a plus, especially if it's a situation where they're supposed to migrate. If they can complete their secondary education in Jamaica, it's a plus because I mean, I care who want vest, who want bus. Jamaican kids are more advanced in some areas than US kids. May I tell you that? I mean, I care what nobody wants to say. Yes. All right. They are more advanced. Some of the things where we learn at that level, they not learn yet at that level here. Honestly, some of the things where we learn at a certain level, you know learn yet. Because look into this, what age we leave high school at Jamaica? Think about it. Most people, a regular child, if you go through all your stages, will leave high school either when you're 15 or when you're 16. What time they leave high school in the US? Bet you can't guess. 18. Most times at 18. In most cases, it's 18. Some we go over, because some people will all graduate when they are 19. Or then turn 19 that year day. And sometimes then we all have them till them are 20, especially if they're in sports. When me are 21, me almost finish college. And that's how it is. Like a 18-year-old, once you leave high school, if you're gonna go the college road, 18, 19, you're gonna college. By 2021, you finish. If it's a 3-year university or 4-year university, by 22, you have your degree. So, it's just a little comparison that I can share. And it's based on my observation, based on my experience, and based on some data that I collected. Yes. So, me not joke. But anyway, as me say, congratulations to all those persons who are successful in their CXC. And if you're not successful, better luck next time. Because there are schools available. If you want to go the college route, there are schools available where you can go to those, I think they call it commercial schools, and do a CXC. And do your CXC, the one where you're not pass. I think in my days, that's how it was. I'm not sure how Jamaica run now. But one of my friends said, share his, and she don't know, so me I tell her no, but me not call no name, so she don't know who. Nobody not gonna know who. And these are what the areas are. So as I said, he got all ones, all distinction, right? And some of these courses that was done, additional math, general, biology, general, chemistry, a scientist is, chemistry, general, English, English A, general, English B. I think English B is literature, English A is language arts, information technology, general, math, general, physics, general, and a 2 page, No must enough money for do them a subject there. Principles of business, general, and principles of accounting, general. And all of those are distinction. Somebody can bright so. A 10 subject this, Mira. A 10 subject this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 subject. Can you get all one in a 10 subject? No, sir, me have to go asking cash. Well, they not do cash up at Jamaica. No, sir. I'm telling you. Me so proud and I know my grand pitney. And for I'm still trying to find it. Yeah. But anyway, I would like to say congratulations to all those persons, whether they make a 1, 2, or 3, and if you make a 4 and a 5, you just don't give up. Keep pushing. You might not get it the first time, but it's highly likely that you can get it a second time. You understand? So that's basically what I got to say about that part. We just want to support the kids them. I always say, I know everybody ban fit on lawyer, doctor, teacher, nurse, dentist, and all of that. But as long as they're progressive and they have a goal in mind and they're working towards being successful, we need to support our children. All right. So as me say once again, congratulations for all those persons who sat the CXC and the other exam them, because they have other exam too. They have I guess they have other exam too. Yeah. Let me see what else might have on the topic. Let's see what else is on the topic. So, first of all, we talk about Orlando Fairweather. How are you doing? Good night. Well, you say it is lonely. Oh, you say, me never know watch your chat. I am so sorry. You say you think Andrew have it covered. Have what covered? I don't know. I look like how we up in the chat this when me call Andrew name. Not true. Thanks though. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for the comments. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the interaction. Let me say the interaction. Thanks for the interaction. Yeah, man. So we want to say congratulations. I mean, did want to see. I don't know. Oh, I cannot find the results with Cartel and Shawn push out. Because I want to look on it again. I want to look on it. What does Fayval Williams say again? Okay, so I had spoken something about the Minister of Education, right? Let me see. She said, wait there, hold on. Me say me can't find the article. Okay, here it is. I almost forget about it. Education Minister says more work is needed to curb the violence, to curb school violence. I guess she's trying to be proactive because schools soon open. So she said She said, while addressing today's, okay, so they had a JTA conference, that's Jamaica Teachers Association. They had a conference, right? And she said, while addressing today's third and final day in the JTA conference, excuse me. Oh, sorry. I am so sorry. I'm sorry for that yawning. Williams acknowledged the school violence continued to plague the education sector despite the safety and security policy which has been implemented for institutions. There have been too many instances of maladaptive behavior, and when ugly incidents occur, they loom large in the public's consciousness and overshadow all the efforts of our principals our principals, teachers, and parents. We have to redouble our efforts and recommit to tackle this problem using multiplicity of strategies. So, what strategies does she have in place for this year? In May this year, Prime Minister Andrew Holness called for a reassessment of schools incidents, school security risks following a series of violent incidents, including the fatal May 13 stabbing of Akeelia White, a student at the Catholic College of Mandeville, by one of the schoolmates. Williams also told the Wednesday meetings that Wednesday's meeting that while ministry has worked with the Ministry of Justice in putting 12,000 students from 500 students through its restorative justice training program education system, continued education is needed to outline the value of restorative justice as a violence prevention strategy. That not tell me nothing. I'm suggesting that they have a SRO in each school, have a real police officer at the schools. Maybe that can help curb the violence. Have a real police officer that's trained to deal with students at that level. And call them student resource officers and have them in the system, instead of the security guard and them something they call sometimes those. I mean, no disrespect to the security guard, but I'm just saying, replicate everything in America. America has a SRO at every school, a real police officer, and when school give holiday, them work with the city or whatever you call it. They still work with the city, but they do it in a different way, I think. So yeah, in a different way. And they help with building relationships and they're like resources and all of that. So I'm just saying that's something they need to consider, because if Fayval Williams is saying despite all their strategies, they still have concerns, then that's one thing I don't see that they have done. They are one whole bag of police and one whole bag of soldier at Jamaica. They need to utilize them and put them in the school system as a school resource officer. That's what they need to do. Have a school resource officer, a real police officer in the schools. And then, incorporate some strategies where they can build relationship and, so they know they can teach them things and stuff like that. I don't know. I think that's one thing they need to be doing. I don't know. I don't know if Fayval will go listen to me. I don't know who to reach out to make Fayval get some Fayval and the Minister of Justice, because that's something they really need to consider. Because they're trying to emulate everything in the US. That's something they need to emulate as well. Put some money in the school system. And then when they do that, they're not going to have all the teachers running from Jamaica to come abroad to teach and then causing them to import teachers. Because I can promise you that even though they're saying that, we're importing teachers and we're going to pay them the same money that they make in Jamaica. Heck no. They could never import a US teacher and pay them the same Jamaican money. No, it will not. It will never happen. It can't happen. They have to pay them more money. As a matter of fact, if I were to go to Jamaica and teach, they would have to pay me the same money I'm getting here or even more. Because you have to understand, if you go to Jamaica as a citizen, like, like the people that will go from different countries, they still have to send back tax to their country. You still have to pay your taxes regardless of where you are. So I don't know what they're saying, but I know that they have important teachers. Excuse me. I know that they have imported or they're planning to import some teachers from different countries. I think them say Cuba, US, and some other countries, bro. And all they needed to do was to treat the Jamaican teachers better, pay them more money, but and also provide resources for them so that they can be effective in the classroom with not just materials but classroom management strategies, so that will help curb some of the violence in the schools. I'm just saying. Provide adequate training. Provide adequate training. Provide how to conflict resolution training. Just provide excessive training. That is what is lacking in Jamaica. The teachers are not getting enough training. You go teachers college and you train, you teach for a while. You go teachers college and you study for 3-4 years. In my days it was 3 years. Nowadays it's 4 years. For 3 or 4 years, and then you go in the classroom. Once you're in the classroom, if you're a member of JTA, you probably go to JTA conference. They do not provide any form of training. They do not provide any form of training. I don't know if they do it now, but I highly doubt it. They don't provide any form of continuous training. You understand? And those people in the diaspora who have a certain type of training or whatever, they can reach out. They should be able to reach out to other people who will even, let's say they don't want to pay. They can provide free training for them. Well, most people know the freeness now, but I'm just saying that is what is lacking. They need training. Yes, you're trained to teach, but when you go in the classroom, it's a different story. You meet real life experiences. Some of these things, some of the teachers, you don't get those scenarios when you're going to college. Excuse me. When you're going to college, you don't get the scenario of what to do when two kids get up and get ready for fight. No. You don't get them the training there. You will not get conflict resolution. Yes, you get a few little you do, I don't know, but that is what I think is lacking in Jamaica. The teachers need to always get training of how to deal with certain issues. Right now, tomorrow I have a 2-day. I have a 2-day training tomorrow and Friday, and it's entitled Capturing Kids' Heart. That's a training in itself that's gonna kind of show us, or and even though some of us are seasoned teacher, veteran teachers, and we're excellent with the classroom management strategies, we have everything on point, we still need that continued education piece, because things on time change. Right now we have AI coming out. We gotta be trained how to handle things like that or whatever. So that's only my issue. I think that's one thing I think need to be increased in Jamaica. Teacher training, continuing education training of conflict resolution, and how to, de-escalate things, how to build relationship with student, family, just basic stuff that will keep people from, will keep the violence at bay, and how to read the kids, like, how to read them, how to determine whether or not they're upset or hungry, and how to give them a little time to, you know, find somebody they trust and talk about them problems and help resolve it before they even go in at the classroom. Because then you go in the classroom, they have a lot of issues going in the classroom. So instead of trying to solve it, then they take it out on somebody else and cause some kind of physical conflict. So this is a whole lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. And that is why I think, and we can't say, okay, parents need to do this, parents need to do that. But at the end of the day, when the parents send the kids to the school, then the teachers has to do certain things. So I think that Jamaica, Fayval Williams need to invest in some teacher continuing education training about conflict resolution and things like that. And then she can get a better result, because if teachers are trained how to deal with certain things, how to talk to a kid, because sometimes, me teach Jamaica for 11 years. So, and even worse now, like, things and time change. People get different. Now the kids get different. You have to kind of and try to understand them, try to read them. So it's a lot. Anyway, me don't know me reach a sign, but boy. Me don't know me reach this out, but me reach there. Alright. I'm gonna do one more thing, because I need to go to bed so that I can get a good rest. I feel one little pain in my chest. So I can get a good rest. Excuse me. So I can get a good rest, because tomorrow I have a very long day. I have a training, and then I have open house. So I have a training, then I have to leave the training and then go to my school, which is like 30 minutes up away, and 30 or 20 minutes away. And I have a long day, so it is what it is. But as I said, I'm gonna make sure that I gotta get my content in, because if you don't put in the work, it won't be beneficial. In everything, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. So anyway, this not the panic type, but me not see. Let me see if nobody up there, cause don't let me I get ready for gossip with myself. Okay, we have three people. So anyway, remember the other day when Cargo they do one live, long time me I try look for the live, and me no know it come like say, and me have to choose my words carefully. It come like say the Gaza people them still I say Cargo did say Cartel fi did a prison, but I never that him the brother really say no. He didn't say it in that way. And as me say to them, me hear I think when I watch Rick Storm live, and I watch a video where Cargo was pretty much explaining himself, and me I tell you, me no know what they want, but me no know, but I'm just thinking that it's just probably some kind of misinterpretation or because as a vlogger, if you don't want everything where the person say, you can't cut off piece and make it sound the worst way. You can't, what they say, splice it. You can't splice it, because you say, and most time, let me tell you, well, everybody know who vlog. Most time, people want the worst and the most negative thing for go out there in a the vlog. Because once that happen, say a negativity sell. You see how Cartel and Shawn post them kids CXC result. How much people not think I go talk about them sitting there? How much vlogger who not think I go Me, I go start count how much vlogger on the thing. I go focus on them positive stuff there. And I saw somebody put it out, and one person was saying that, how is it? Our Beanie Man they do live. Hold on there. Oh, I think he might perform somewhere. Let me see. I think Beanie Man there somewhere. Our Beanie Man there. Where Beanie Man there? Beanie Man there somewhere now. Hold on there. Let me see. Me go on my Instagram. King Beanie Man is live. Or Beanie Man there do live. Our Beanie Man there. Look like Kaimani wife this. And wife indeed married or he never married it. Our Beanie Man I do. How am there? I look like a something I buy. A something I buy? When there? I think he was just performing because Drummy Rough Cup did go live and was showing him performing. I don't know where Beanie Man is. I see somebody saying happy birthday, King. So that means it's his birthday. So like how Vybz Kartel come out now, I only think of the King. Because me know way back when they were saying that boy, like how but Vybz Kartel incarcerated and can't really exercise in kingship. So that being the man I get the king, the crown. So like how Cartel out here now, I only think really fi have the crown. Eh? Who do think forget the crown? Anyway, let me see if me finish me. I got distracted. I was watching Beanie Man on Instagram. So yeah, as I was saying, Sean Storm, Vybz Kartel, and a friend of mine, they well, Sean Storm and Vybz Kartel posted their kids' result. A friend of mine, she sent me her grandson result in in a text. And I'm telling you, the Jamaican pitney them bright. Me I tell us that the Jamaican kids them bright. Because them get distinction. Okay, so this is it. One is distinction. Distinction, Mr. Distinction. One is when you get a distinction, that's the highest grade. Two, you get a credit. And three is a pass. One is distinction, two is credit, three is pass. But you're successful once you get a one, two, and a three. Right. So I think I did not even take a screenshot, but I basically when I do a snapshot or look at the scores that Vybz Kartel and Sean Stan put out, I hope I'm not wrong, and if me wrong, no correct me. I think I saw some distinctions and probably credit. I thought I saw ones and twos. I thought I saw that because I thought I was trying to find it, but I couldn't find it. And then my friend, she sent me her grandson, and you know the thing is, I think that kid had gotten sick in the last part too, and we were kind of worried if he's gonna be able to write his exam. Yes, and he got distinction in all 10 subjects. Me I forgot. I don't know if me can call her now, cause it's too late, cause 10 subjects. He got a distinction in all 10 subjects. Me never even went so bright when me there at school. First of all, me couldn't do 10 subjects because my mother never have the money to pay for 10 subjects. She could only pay for 5. And then me do some free one. Because, like when I was going to high school, you have three different, excuse me, yeah, I'm tired. You have 3 different types of subject. You have CXC, you have GCE, and you have SSC. I think SSC is secondary one. You can do that free and you can do as many as you can. But the CXC and the GCE you had to pay. The GCE was a bit cheaper and the GCE easier to take. And the CXC was a little bit harder. So, I did 5 CXC and I think I did probably about 3 GCE and I think me do about 5 SSC. The SSC them did easy. The CXC, the first time me do my CXC them, me never pass the maths. Me did have to go back and do the maths at a commercial school. I did me do a pure business subject. Me do POB, office procedures, principles of accounts, POB, POA, office procedures, English, commerce. Me did do commerce. Me not think they have those now. And I did math. So first of all, I didn't pass the math. Instead of I think me did get. Me don't know if I 4 me did get in a math. But one of the reasons why I never passed the math was because my math teacher died when I was in high school. When me in a 10th grade, he did. And then they give one math teacher. And he died very tragically. And I think me probably traumatized by it. Me did traumatized by that, because me never liked maths for a while. He's a bike rider. He was riding a bike. And anybody who got to Rossi is between 87 and 92. They know who I'm talking. His name was Mr. Campbell. He used to ride a bike and he died tragically in 1990. I think he died 1990. And then my sister died 1991 August. So in that little time, there was like 1 or 2 tragic moments of my life. So a lot of times those things affect you and you don't know. Because one thing I can say those days when, say, and I don't understand some of those people. I mean, just probably they chat. But that those days when my math teacher passed, died tragically, they never give me no counseling, Me just I remember. They were supposed to give us counseling. They were supposed to give us grief counseling. I think they were supposed to let us see because me never talk to no counselor. I forgot to text one of my classmate and see if when Mr. Campbell dead, if we did get counseling. Because me can't recall getting no counseling. And that's one of the things, some of the things with, I think now they do it. But no, they didn't do it in my time. I mean, I know why. But I'm saying this to say that, so after I did all those, when I finished, I went to another school, and that's when I do the math. And then after that, I go straight to teachers college. So, and that's why I said earlier, for people who are not successful, you have another chance. I don't know, we set up now in Jamaica. If you have those other schools that you can go and retake your subjects. I don't know if they do that. But I know that was something that was available back in my day. And back in my day, that's like donkey years ago. So we can't even compare those days with these days. So once again, as I want to say congratulations for all those persons who sit the exam, pass the exam, and I think that other Caribbean countries also do those exams as well. But that's one of the thing with the US. They don't have to do those exams and all of that. They don't do all. They do exams, but they're not like CXC and GCE. Our exams are called EOCs, EOGs. Like in the college, high school, you do EOC in the course. Um, Middle school and elementary, you do EOG, end of grade. That's it. And some of the subjects don't have any test. So that's what's up. Anyway, I think thanks for the love, thanks for the like, thanks for hanging here. And I make a little pledge to myself, and I want to go by that pledge and see. First of all, well, I'm not gonna say first of all, but as I said, a lot of times we say we're gonna do stuff and we don't do it. And I'm a very, very, very good at procrastinating. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. And then when it manifests, I can say, yes, that's what's up. So once again, I wanna say thank you for checking out the video. If you're watching this when I'm no longer live, oh, may I look so awesome. May I look all over the place. If you're watching this when I'm no longer live, I want you to go ahead and drop a congratulations in the chat for one of your family members or any friend of yours that you know that did the CXC, and just by going there and sitting the exam, that's already a success, because it's like you push to the end and you still sitting. For those who were successful, big up on yourself. For those who were not so successful, still big up yourself, because at least you get a feel of what it is, and then you can probably do a retest or something like that. I don't know the retesting setup in that event, but I'm just saying, let's support the kids as best as we can. And it's time for school to start. Some schools start already. Some school August. Some when we say school start, I mean some kids gonna be back in the classroom with the teachers next Monday, and some schools the kids are already there. Regardless of that, and this probably is gonna be in another live. Regardless of that, I'm wishing everybody a very successful school year. I'm wishing everybody a very, very successful school year. Um, you know, if you're a teacher, and this is for me to make sure you're consistent right across the board with all the students. Make sure say you have your classroom procedures up to on point. Make sure say you have work, have your assignments for the kids, so them not have no downtime for create no havoc, for create no issues. Make sure say you have a diverse learning strategies that can incorporate all the 21st century skills, where your kids get time for talk, for collaborate, for communicate, for be creative, and stuff like that. So that's one of the things. Getting them engaged is a really big thing, because we already know, like, they need with how technology is very entertaining, right? So a lot of times we have to literally try to make sure our instruction is not just not just entertaining, but they are meaningful, so that they can be applicable to their life, or to their to the real world. Make it real world application, because right now AI is really big, and my God, that's a different type. That's a different story. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna have to end this live. Whew, me tired. I'm gonna have to end this live so that I can get some rest for tomorrow. And I had to come on earlier tonight because I don't want to be up so late, because I have to try to balance it thing. Massacre that say balance it. I have to try to balance it. It come like say one mosquito bite me. Sure. Anyway, oh yes, there was another thing that I saw in the news where they're saying that the parents should be aware of. Let me see why something name. Oh, I lie. Me do that from last night. The foot and mouth disease. They say parents need to be cognizant of the foot and mouth disease, right? So I think I did that already in a one live. Mm-hmm. I mean, I go on JPS right now because me kind of talk about them real quick. So let me know what you guys think about the Let me know what you guys think about the about what Darrell Vaz said, and if you think they should really do that invest audit, that they should audit the JPS to see why the bills are so high. So let me know what you think about that. Also, let me know what you, as me said, drop it in the comment section. Can drop some congratulations to probably your family members or some other person, kids where were successful in their exam or were even successful enough to sit the exam, because some people don't make it to even sit or write the exam or even get a grade. So yeah, make we big them up and try to encourage them. And what else may they talk about? Um Anyway, that's what's up for right now. Whatever else, me either we put that in our one video or we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, remember to hit the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload another video or whenever I go live. Right here so they hurt me.